Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Love to Light Tarot. This is Nikki, and this is for Libra. Hey, Libra, how you? Hey, Libra, how you doing? Libra, I had to do a retake on you. I was fine until I started meditating on y'all, and I ain't blaming y'all. And when I talk like this may be an energy that you feeling. I felt the need to explain to y'all what I mean when I say you in the readings. And I ain't had no plans on doing it. So these are energies I feel like I'm picking up of whatever sign I'm on. Libra, when I say you, it don't mean you all the time. It's just an energy that you may be dealing with. So place the energies where they are. Like, subscribe, share, leave a comment below and let me know if this resonates with you, Libra. When I meditated on you, I heard I've learned. And we all been in places, you know, so this ain't no judgment or nothing like that. When I say what I say, I just say how I feel. Something feel heavy. Energy may feel heavy that you may have dealt with or you still may be dealing with, because I don't know how to draw. And I drew this. I don't know if you can see this. You see that? I don't even know. I didn't even know what that was. I was just scribbling, because when I meditate on the cards, I write down what I heard. And that seemed like a person to me standing there, and I wrote bullheaded. So either somebody being stubborn, you Libra, or you dealing with a stubborn individual or a stubborn energy that may not go away. It all the time may not be a person. It may just be something that you've been going through that may have been lingering around. So this could be an energy. Put that over to the side. All right, Libra, let's get it. So this is what's going on. Put it over there. That's what's working towards. Okay. Now use them for it. Oh my God, Libra, why is y'all being so particular? You may be dealing with a person that wants you to, I'm gonna say, jump through hoops, right? Right. Some you feel like, whatever a person, y'all got difference of opinion, that's what it is. Which who ain't no wrong, go right in it. Person feel how they feel, you feel how you feel. Somebody feel like somebody wants them to jump through hoops to get something done. And that may be a bit much for an individual. And then the other person may look at this like, what I'm asking you to do is pretty much the bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? And if you feel like that's a lot, then that's why this blockage is here. You know what I'm saying? So who's to say ain't no right, ain't no wrong getting it. It just is what it is. I feel like, I'm going to say this, whatever it is, relationship, friendship, anything somebody want to work towards, if somebody wanted it, oh, y'all not talking. Somebody just said, shut the hell up. If somebody wanted it, they'll put the energy to do it. It wouldn't seem like energy because they want to. You know how sometimes when you do something you love, if this is work, it ain't going to seem like work because you like to do it anyway, or you want to do it anyway. Somebody feel like they obligated, and when you look at it like that, I don't know. Let's see. 9 of Cups, baby. Yeah, I feel like you at this place of, you know, okay, let me explain the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups on the upside is, you know, being hopeful, you know, wishing things could be a certain type of way. Okay, right. Be it trying to work on emotional stability. And I'm stuttering because it says emotional stability, but I feel like this is something somebody working on. So I'm not saying nobody got it all down packed, but I feel like this is something you're gathering. And what's affecting you being settled in whatever this is this outside energy that you've been dealing with, whether it be a person or an energy, period. Now, what I was feeling off this 9 of Cups is this sense of contentment and satisfaction. The upside of that is, okay, you're content with the way things are. You living life. You're not holding on to things. That's good. I feel like that's what we working on. And then on the downside of that is somebody could be content in standing in the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So the I've learned is what I'm getting before I hear it dive off into these cards is you're deciding what place you want to be in. because I feel like you've been on both sides of the fence. So this is now a time to choose on what you want to put your energy off into. Okay. And I've learned with the circumstance, with all that person who may have saw things one way and another person saw it in another, maybe the person has learned. Okay. We'll see. Okay. Eight of Swords starting. We have the Devil card. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the Ten of Swords. So this is the reason why I was stuttering with this Nine of Cups, right? Because I could look at this Nine of Cups and tell you, yeah, that everything is fine and you're hopeful and this and that and this and that and you're feeling joyful. I was struggling with that because I feel all of this that I feel like somebody's off into. You understand? So you got endings. You got stubborn, conniving individuals. You know what I'm saying? That energy like that. They could be stuck in their ways. And, you know, this is a pattern of toxicity that somebody feel like at this present time, I feel like it was lingering, right? Like you chained to it and you want to free yourself from it, okay? And be at this place. So, yeah. See, up under here is the Hangman. So I know that it's been some time, or this is a warrant, or you been at this place and you coming out of it, or something like that, okay? So we'll see what that is. So the upside of this is this. Say you have went through things, you know, that may have held you back, patterns if it was within yourself, right? Things that you've learned that you may not have been truthful about that may have, you know, caused the Ten of Swords situation to happen with different circumstances in your life. Put it friends, lovers, whoever it is, family members, okay? This is now a time that I feel like that the universe is giving Libra or whoever this energy is that I'm feeling to learn from whatever these past mistakes, because without no mistakes there is no lesson. So a person is learning from that, and there is this opportunity to do things differently going in the future. Okay, all right, let's see. Well, there you go. Well, but we're going to talk about it. We got the Wheel of Fortune, and it was in the reverse. I'm going to put it in the upright and speak to you in both ways, because I feel like no, that was like that. I'll tell them in both ways. We got the Temperance card. You could be dealing with the sign of Sagittarius. You got the Six of Pentacles, okay? And then you got the Five of Cups, all right? The thing that I was feeling about whether it be you with an individual, right? I feel like the Wheel of Fortune is about, you know, karma, right? And how the universe, I'm going to tell you two things, how the universe has been. So, Libra, say, how can I say this? Because it's a lot right here. Okay, say you were, and good job, you were at a place of, if somebody had done you wrong, you would be the one to get back at them. In whatever way you feel like handing that shit over to them. Whatever you feel like that'll make them feel like you feel. There was no waiting of the universe, right? And I feel like in some case, I feel like that didn't help, because things happen to you, and that's where the karma come in at. And the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like the energy is in the reverse, because you will put out like this karmic debt that will follow you, right, until it's paid off, so to speak, for those who know what I'm saying. So that's some energy that I feel, whether it's been something that you are changing and feel like that like it has been going on. So I'm trying not to dive down this hole because it's so much. Some of my Libras, you've been at this place of things have been happening. Sometimes good things go on, but I feel like things keep getting thrown at you, so to speak. So you ask yourself how long you're going to be at this place, or like when you're going to be out of this storm, so to speak, okay? But I do see things getting better. You just have to release that energy of holding on to you wishing ill versus letting it go and letting the universe and God handle things, okay? So that'll change your energy, okay, from whatever this is. So now that I released that, okay. Some of my Libras is this toxic energy that I feel like of the past, like here, that you hold on to and look at. That's the Five of Cups, and God and Spirit is telling you to release that. That's how you get that wheel to turn and not hold on to old cycles of things. Make a change, pour off into yourself, work on balancing yourself emotionally, spiritually, you know what I'm saying, and look towards pouring off into your happiness, and then that will move you from this hangman space. Okay, got it. Some of my other Libras, this is a cycle of things that I feel like a person is now reflecting on and understanding what occurred, how they handled things, and now wanting to make this change. However, you cycle of Libras are still stuck kind of in this place because somebody want it and somebody don't. That's just lessons being learned now too. All right, that's that stubborn group. Lord have mercy, I feel like I stuck there forever. In the future, Two of Swords, Nine of Swords. This is why I'm doing feeling like this. Shoot. And then you got the Queen of Swords, and then you got the Chariot with the Two of Cups. This is the whole big deal of energy that I feel. You will be moving, you know, away from things that no longer serve you, places that you feel like you've always been. If you've been in a relationship for a very long time, this is something hard for you to do, to step outside of this. I feel like y'all toxic together. That's just the end. You're looking beyond the love aspect. I feel like you care about a person. You wish things could be different. However, it's this energy of better apart than together, and that's what somebody's dealing with. Do you like it? No, but I feel like the lesson of this, because that's what the Two of Cups is, this is the lesson person, is teaching you, you know what I'm saying, self-love, teaching you abandonment issues, teaching you how to decipher toxicity, teaching you how not to hold on to old patterns and to continuously stay stuck in a cycle. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. All right. So let's clarify the 10 of Swords with the 7 of Swords. Child, I hope you got it, because Libra, this 9 of Swords, the 8 of Swords, the 10 of Swords, that's how I feel like right now with your energy. But I do see you coming out of this, so don't fret. It's a place and time. Without no mistakes, there's no lessons. Without no, you know what I'm saying, without no things that you have to go through. I feel like valleys, ups and downs, the flows of life. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. This Chariot card here is not nothing easy. You know, this Chariot card is hard, and he has to maintain that. And I feel like that's where you at. For some of my other Libras, you do have... Child, don't let me be the messenger. You got a person in your life you feel like you very much so connected with. I ain't finna tell you. Yes, I am. Why I ain't finna tell you? This ain't it either. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You hopeful about it, but this situation that you dealing with, this person got ways like the other person. You know what I'm saying? And this ain't the thing about run because of that. Because I feel like you have healed. I don't see the Hermit card, but I feel like I will. You know, and if not, you working towards it, or that's advice from the universe to heal within. So these circumstances that come your way, you'll be able to handle them better, because you'll be able to work. You would have been worked through circumstances within, such as those attachments and abandonment issues, right? But this person here, they come in, they give, but y'all stuck, I don't know, at this place. Like, you don't see this moving towards nothing solidified. It's other people. So I don't even want to go down that road. Okay, 10 of Swords and 7 of Swords. Hangman and Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is this, you know, goal of something new, something healthy, something fresh. But with all the aces, you know, this thing signifies that you have to push through things of the past, and it may be hard. And the goal is to not remain stagnated, like I already told you with the Hangman, and it's coming out again in that same place. Stuck in whatever cycle this is. For some of my Libras, it ain't got to be you, but you be lying. And it be causing situations. So you looking at that. Somebody be lying, David. You don't like it. Because it be harm in situations that could be something. And then you look at it in the past. And then you can't get that back all the time. You got the Ten of Swords. Not Ten of Swords. The Devil card and the Ace of Swords for Libra. I felt that energy. Knight of Cup. Child. Somebody want to come back in. And then that's that one. Somebody want to come in. I want to push past that so damn fast. Because you know what they giving you. You're going to be back at that place. So yada, 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 yada. And then even the one that do come in, the one that I already felt like that somebody dealing with, Knight of Cups. See, this person, he do be disappearing. It could be a she. I don't know. I get disappearing energy. Like, yeah, they come in. They may, I don't know, buy you stuff. If that's what gets your, floats your boat. But I feel like you from that place. For some of my Libras, you have evolved. You know, and I ain't saying nothing wrong with those type of people. No. But I can buy my own shit. I ain't saying can nobody contribute, but that shit don't rock my boat. And I feel like that's where you at. I feel like somebody table turn where a person used to, I don't know, disappear, come back, then buy you something, and then you don't forget, but it kind of sugarcoat shit. And then the person do it again and again and again and again to the point that, you know, come on. That's that energy also too with that person that I feel like they ain't right. Like the same thing like the other person. So just eyes open. I feel like I ain't gonna tell you nothing. So I don't, it's a whole, I don't know. I don't want to die. I feel like if somebody asks somebody why is they even dealing with this situation when they know because they've grown, right? They've been through the bullshit. I don't even understand the whole spiel you will get on why you will be a part of this. And I ain't saying it at you and feel like that's what somebody feel. Because it keeps this Wheel of Fortune. Boom. Because God will be like, you learned your lesson yet? Then that can turn if you do. Or else you going to have yourself stuck to, you know. Okay. All right. That's when we look within. Temperance and Wheel of Fortune. Right way. Two of Pentacles. That's the energy I get. In and out, up and down, up and out, in and, you know, making decisions, being clear. I do see it happening in the future strongly. King of Swords, Chariot card, Two of Cups. Because this is the thing. Two of Cups, it ain't got to be nobody around. This could be your higher self talking to you. So your higher self will pull you to the side and be like, let me holler at you for a minute. You'll come out with clarity and then you know what you need to do. And this don't mean all the time leave a situation, but if it's Devil card, 8 of Swords, 7 of Swords, 10 of Swords, got you stuck in 2 of Swords with a 9 of Swords, then yeah. Here go 9 of Swords coming back out. You got the 8 of Wands with the 8 of Pentacles and the High Priestess. What I just tell you? If you at this place, you gonna gain clarity on what direction you gonna put this energy in. That's just it. That's just how I go. All right, Libra. So if it's business-wise, I feel like for some of my Libras, I don't know why you, okay, I'm gonna say this. You have an obligation to fulfill with a job endeavor. I don't know what it is. Maybe amount of quota you got to fill. I don't know. You don't like it. You just gonna get in. Some you gonna get in, you're gonna get out. Some you just gonna get done what you need to get done. And then try to figure out something else. Is it gonna be hard? Yes. I don't know. It's a whole, because you stuck to something you feel like. Maybe it's a contract in place. You got the Emperor card with the Temperance and the Fortune, Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is about changes, you know, a turning point in your life where you really have to put your foot down and be the Emperor and make these changes to make it stick, to really look at things, look at on the inside, you know what I'm saying, so you can heal from that. Look at your environment, see your part on it, see things you don't want to be a part of anymore, see what's beneficial for you, see what's healthy for you. All those questions, I feel like, is where it gets deep off in here. So that's why I said don't worry about that. All right, and whether you point those questions in the direction of a person That's what it is. Whether you asking yourself what something was or what something could have been, but don't stay there because it'll hold you here. This is just for you to heal so you can understand the lesson of why something was the way that it was. All right. Six of Pentacles, Five of Cups. I knew it. That's why I'm talking like that. You got the Hermit card and the Two of Cups. So if this is a strong love interest, this person was here to teach you something. If this is an individual now, this is something that I feel like a person learned from the past. You already hermited something. So when it comes to love, I ain't gonna say what you should do. I ain't gonna say it like that. But we learn discernment, right? Which gonna kick in. I get it. I understand. I do that too. I get it. I understand. All right. And that's your higher self, sometimes speaking to you, asking yourself, what it is that you want to manifest, places that you want to stay at, or do you want to be hopeful? That's that Nine of Cups that I was feeling like for those who is the option to move from this place so you can be. And those ones that I feel like who got that energy of that person, that's that sense of contentment and satisfaction that I was iffy with, that I was feeling. Ain't no contentment in that. Okay? All right. Got the Nine of Swords and the Two of Swords. What we got? I already know. We got the Five of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. But this is, the Queen of Pentacles nourishes herself. Queen of Pentacles is this person who, is down to earth and wants this sense of security. But this is also a person who's at this place of surrendering to whatever this energy is to remove herself or himself from. And I'm saying her because it's a female. Because you don't want to stay stagnated in this place. So you have to surrender to what this is in order for you to move forward, okay? In whatever way that is, okay? This is you looking at things and no longer staying stagnated or dwelling on it. You may have an individual that's stuck at that place, but that don't mean you got to be. You got the King of Swords, Chariot, and the Two of Cups. That card right there. Just that card. I want to keep shuffling. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Y'all may be stubborn too, baby. Strength card. That's what's needed. Good shit. Okay. All right. I'm going to stop being hard-headed. And bottom of the deck, we got the Tower card. So there's some changes happening. Some of my Libras, you may be pregnant. This remind me of the Empress card. And the Empress is pregnant. I don't know why I'm getting that visual, but you may be dealing with baby mama situations or your children or something like that you may have to set up some type of court plan with this King of Swords. I don't know why I'm getting that, in order for you to move out of this space. You may need additional help from court or something like that. Yeah, in order to get something rectified. Turn over them cards. What was it though? I can't remember. I need to write stuff down. Okay. We got the Three of Swords. That's from the universe. The Nine of Pentacles. The Ace of Swords. The Ace of Cups. And the Knight of Wands. Now, to be honest, the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles was in the reverse. And this was in the upright. And it looked like this, right? So when I speak on abandonment issues and self-love and nourishing yourself and not holding on to stuff, that's where that come in, right? That's where you're focused on like yourself and your independence. For those of Libras who are part of a situation where that sense of contentment and settlement is coming in, where you already know that something is not for you, and this looming energy of this coming about, but it's gonna have to take this, and I see you picking up and having it in the end. I do feel like it's this energy of attachment and you're tied to a circumstance right now. I do get some self-time that's needed, and ain't no wrong with that, because when you're able to be alone and love on yourself and don't have to have nobody around, even though God is meant for us to spend time together, be able to be alone. I do get this sense of some of my Libras, you are alone and you don't solidify whatever it is that you do bring into your life And because you probably still holding on to pain from the past, and we all been there. So situations that you do go about, it don't be nothing that you're trying to build. It be for a good time, not a long time. And you may be looking at the lessons of that. Because like I said, some of my Libras went through people that possibly were good. And you looking at that. Libra you could have been the good person. But all of that to say, it's a whole lot of self that's needed to be looked at for some. We all at this place of doing that. Self that we are looking at for those who are already diving off into it. Some that's trying to remove themselves from an individual. But honey, you at a place right now, and in due time, you'll be able to detach. And will you like how things ended? No, but it is what it is at the present moment. This is your journey of trying to release and work on you for those who are looking at things as a way of change. Codependency, clinging, needy, helper, helped, fixer, a chaser and runner dynamic, substance issues or addictions. That's that energy I was pulling from here. So sit, just rest, ponder, thinking, sad and looking back, reminiscing and sitting in stubbornness. So look at what I drew. That's what I drew. Look at that. Hold on. Now look at that. Look at the ears that I drew. And then what it say? Stubborn. And I put stubborn. You got a stubborn energy. But don't be stubborn and holding on to the old crap. You know what I'm saying? Coat, covering, cloak, save for a rainy day, hidden or invisible, use caution, element, self-protection, curiosity, and cold weather. Just be mindful of, you know, what I told you. Just be mindful. All right, Bookie Bear, Libra love.